Meanwhile, the main body of Archimonde's troops are coming around the bend, so we may have a fight here. Nope. Ghostridah is not going to fight that battle. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. He continues to make troops. He's got 2 more gargoyles coming in, so at least he is adjusting. It's taken him, most of the game, but it is happening, so, that's better than most people. Alright, so now he's heading up. Ghostridah is heading into the base. Archimonde's troops are right behind him, so they may not need to beam in, so he's going to peel off to the left. Ghostridah's troops are just strung out all throughout the top of the map here from left to right. Now he's beginning to mass his troops. Meanwhile, Archimonde's got the same problem. In fact, even more so. He's just got a giant soul train of troops. It looks like Ghostridah is going to go ahead and get away. He's trying to backtrack his men. Now, the problem with Archimonde is he's not consolidated at all. Now he is consolidating his troops, so he's going to have himself in a block formation. He's now heading to the left. He's heading towards the center of the fountain. He's in hot pursuit of Ghostridah's troops. Meanwhile, Ghostridah heading south. He's being reinforced by 3 more gargoyles. So he is getting himself a nice mix of men, finally. And it looks like Ghostridah is just going to give him a run for his money up until he's ready to turn and fight. Still, he's not showing any upgrades to his men. That, in my opinion, is stupid. Especially when you know that your opponent is, massing the kind of troops that he is. Level 2 now, attack damage to the knights. And footmen as well as 3. So he's going to go ahead and raid Archimonde's base, or at least he was initially. Nope, here he goes again, so he's going to go ahead and do it. Archimonde does have a teleport scroll, so he can beam himself in, I believe. I think the paladin's carting one, and he is. Nope, Ghostridah is trying to run out, and he's going to run smack right into Archimonde's knights. So quickly the battle lines form, the knights taking the taking the front of it, get a carrying swarm and a Nova for the trouble, taking serious shots. Here comes death from above. Alright, so the knights, at least at the front, are taking some serious damage, but they're still in the fight, using heal scrolls as best he can. Ghostridah trying to keep his ghouls alive. It's not doing much good. One knight in the front goes down from another carrying swarm and another Nova. Meanwhile, oh Jesus, those world elemental just going to town in those gargoyles. A slam on the far left side of the line. The Mountain King trying to keep down both the Death Knight and Dreadlord, doing very well at it. Still, only 1 knight lost. The ghouls continue to die. Meanwhile, only 2 remaining gargoyles, 1 taking more hits. It's dead. So it might be time to run. If nothing else, you don't have another teleport scroll. Take off, man, run! The ghouls continue to die, one by another by another. Archimonde showing serious damage to those knights, but they are still in the fight. He's now trying to withdraw with the 3 heroes. Ghostridah is in deep shit now. He is Stormbolted, and one of his Death Knight is going to go ahead and be surrounded, is being isolated. He can't get himself out. His own Dreadlord's blocking him in. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord trying to smack away the knights, trying to get himself a way out. It's not going to work. Level 4 Mountain King, so now he is off and running full tilt. Alright, they're able to Stormbolt and try and surround the Lich. Now he's going to lose the Lich. So the Dreadlord and 1 Ghoul are all that remain of... and 1 Gargoyle, which is now being chased back into Archimonde's base. Archimonde completely isolating and destroying Ghostridah's army. Just pound for pound, Ghostridah was not able to match the amount of tonnage that was in that battle line. I think Archimonde lost 1 knight. Now granted, he was showing 3 at one point that were on the verge of death. Ghostridah just was not able to pull the trigger, able to knock them out. I mean, I don't know that would have made that big a difference, but, 3 less knights in that battle line certainly isn't going to hurt you any. 1 major battle, and that may have been it. Ghostridah has not conceded. He's trying to rebuild. His mine has expired. He does have both of his heroes rebuilding in his altar. He does have some troops coming out. He's got, looks like 2 gargoyles and 3 ghouls producing, not to mention what he's already got. 1 gargoyle, 1 ghoul, and 1 dreadlord. Archimonde's army is essentially intact. I'm not sure how he can pull this one out. Meanwhile, what few troops that Ghostridah has, he's sending to the left part of the map, at least the Alkalites are. Now, he's only got $218. I'm not sure what he's expecting to do when he gets there, because he certainly can't build a gold mine. So either he's going to have to unsummon something, or he's going to have to stop production of one of his units. Archimonde obviously not going to wait around to see what happens. He's already maneuvering up the ramp towards his base. And that is the case. Archimonde is now deployed to the south of the ramp. And now we're just waiting for the final assault, and here it comes. This could be the coup de grace. So this very well could be it. Again, Archimonde just massing his soldiers, getting the last few heals in on his knights as he can. 2 gargoyles now up, 4 ghouls in the base. The Death Knight about to pop out. He's about 3/4 of the way through. Alright, the Alkalites have deployed to the very bottom left-hand corner of the map, where that mine is. But again, he doesn't have any money, so I don't know what he's expecting to do. Well, it could be moot. Here comes Archimonde's troops. They're running right into the base. They've gotten inner fire from everybody. And again, sporting that 17 armor, they're just surrounding and destroying that the Black Citadel. What few troops he does have remaining are going into action. Ghostridah trying to use his 2 gargoyles to good effect. It's not going to be enough. Hell, they're more of a liability than anything else. Looks like the Altar of Storms is going to go ahead and pop out the Death Knight. The Dreadlord... What the hell is the Dreadlord? Is going to go ahead and attack the Archimonde expansion at the top of the map. Here comes the Death Knight, and sucks to be him. He's immediately slowed and focus fired as soon as he pops out, and that'll be about it. Alright, so we're being chased down by knights who are shoving swords up his ass, so even though with that he's not moving very quickly. And he's just taking it everywhere from Sunday. Just quit. Oh, he got healed. As you all know, heal does damage to an undead player. Of course, in a Stormbolt. And that's it for the Death Knight. So the Black Soul has fallen, the Death Knight has fallen, the Lich is about not quite halfway done constructing. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord and 1 Gargoyle continue to pound away at the very top of the map. I don't know, it's not going to accomplish anything other than to, perhaps just show that you're trying to fight back in some way. I suppose that's the honorable thing to do. And down goes the Altar of Storms, who's able to stop construction of the Lich. So, on the right side, at least he has enough money to make a mine. At this point, though, I don't know where it makes much of a difference. And his base continues to be destroyed, just to show that he can. Ghostridah continuing to pound away at Archimonde's peons at the top part of the map. I'll destroy your base. Well, I'll get your peons. Well, yeah, that works, I guess. This one's over. I'm not sure what Ghostridah is waiting for. I mean, it could be that he's just saying his pleasantries to Archimonde before the game is over. That would be my guess. Considering there's no text in replays, it's not like we have any idea. And that very well could be it. That's the last of his farms, and no, it is not. Alright, so they're killing the last of the farms now, so maybe that's what he was waiting for. Ghostridah refusing to quit until the last of his buildings are destroyed, and that is the case. Archimonde wins this one in not exactly stellar fashion. He did fine. Ghostridah it worked against Ghostridah because he did not adjust fast enough. He was well aware from a very early standpoint that his opponent had a fast expansion and that he was making knights. I mean, look at the score. Archimonde outscoring Ghostridah 97,000 to 70,000. I think Ghostridah just had an off game. I mean, units produced. Archimonde had 94, Ghostridah had 64. So I mean, that is never supposed to happen. Your undead players should always have more units produced at the very least. Considering how paper thin they are. 2 hero kills for Archimonde's point. Again, hero kills wasn't that big a thing. The entire game was decided with 1 battle. Essentially, that's what it was. They had a few skirmishes here and there. Nothing that really, that really defined anything. There was no decisive or killer blow until the last part there. So, take it for what it's worth. Archimonde winning this one over Ghostridah. Well, not a bad replay. Not a fantastic replay, but we'll take it. Alright, so let's get through the credits. Alright, I'd like to thank Silk of Clan Imperial Guard, our producer, for making this all possible, for putting it out there for everybody to listen to. I'd like to remind all the listeners that you can check out more replays, commentaries, articles now. Yes, we're doing some articles, specifically geared towards the beta, all on our website at www.clan1g.com. I'd also like to remind our listeners that we are starting to do live broadcasts on a regular basis, starting on Tuesday, March the 18th, over Roger Wilco. We'll be doing beta games. I'd like to thank you, the listener, for tuning in. Let's be honest, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing this. It is for your listening pleasure that we're going through it all this trouble. I'd like to remind you that you can also buy our CDs online off of our website that have it in the natural MP3 format. So you'll be listening to it just as I'm recording it, all the replays that we have with the commentaries. It's only $3 a CD. All money and proceeds go to help run this site. We appreciate it. This is a copyright transmission of Clan Imperial Guard, the retransmission of which is not authorized without the written consent of me. Wow, I got through all that in 20 seconds. Phew, this is Emperor. So long, everybody.